Hey, so I'm going to show you how I make Shakeology. But first, let me tell you why I fell in love with this stuff 2 years ago. So a friend of mine from nursing school who I really trusted reached out to me and said, hey Lauren, I know you just had a baby a year and a half ago and you still have 35 pounds to lose. Try Shakeology. I bet you it'll really help you. And honestly, I looked at the price tag and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can afford that stuff. But she was a friend from nursing school and I wanted to support her and I trusted her. So I tried it out. And from that day forth, my husband and I, completely in love, completely addicted. We drink it almost every single day. And you know why? The number one reason why is because of the way it has made me feel and the things that it's done. It has done the most important, exciting thing for my fitness and my health and my journey that I can imagine. It has helped me stop craving junk food. I'm not the type of person that can have one serving of tortilla chips or potato chips or any kind of snack, really. I don't have one serving and then I'm like, oh, I feel satiated. Let me go about my day. I have like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 servings. And then typically in the end, I don't even feel satiated. I just feel disgusted and depressed usually. And what is that? What is it? It's just a bunch of sugar. It's a bunch of carbs. It's processed junk. And you would think that you do that a few times, you don't do that anymore. But for some reason, I'm addicted to that kind of processed sugary junk. And I keep sabotaging myself and doing that again. So when I drank Shakeology, honestly, I didn't really crave those carbs. I noticed a huge difference right away. I was satiated. I was actually saving a lot of money that first month because I wasn't buying and eating that junk. I lost a ton of weight and I felt really awesome. And those things, those few things, that was worth it for me, worth the price tag. And honestly, if it's $4 a day, it's the amount of a latte, but it's so super nutritious. What's in here is not only protein, like most of the shakes on the market. There's a ton of nutrients, vitamins, there are probiotics, there's prebiotics, there's adaptogens, there's 70 plus different superfoods. Like things real foods, not processed, not made up stuff, chia, quinoa, flax, maca, berries and mushrooms and all kinds of stuff just ground up into here, dehydrated in a really safe and a way that Beachbody makes sure that they contain a lot of the nutrients. So not only is it delicious, because it's kind of like cake batter or like a Wendy's Frosty, but stopping me from eating those processed carbs, that was what's kept me going. So anyways, let's make it. I'll show you how I make my Shakeology every day. And certainly you can add things, you can change it up. But once you find the way that you love it, you're going to make it like that most often. So chocolate's my favorite. There's a lot of different flavors. We also love vanilla. So you can either get a huge bag or this is a 30 serving bag. So it'll last you a month. You have 1 serving a day typically. Or you could get a combo packet with these little packets in it that are great to go. You can stick one in your purse for later. Or you could, I like this because it has a few different flavors. There's also vegan flavors. The vegan chocolate is delicious, and so is the vegan strawberry, and there's greenberry. Okay, so let me make it for you. So I get my blender. I don't really have a very fancy blender. I don't have a NutriBullet or anything, but I just use my Cuisinart. And I love almond milk. I always buy unsweetened because unsweetened has no sugar added. This just adds an element of creaminess and smoothness, and it's only 30 calories since it's unsweetened, so it really doesn't break the bank. So I usually add about 8 ounces. I add my Shakeology. Chocolate is my favorite, so I'll show you that. The whole thing. Okay? And I always add a banana. I add an entire banana. A lot of people only want a half of a banana, which it's up to you. I love that I get a whole banana in my shake every day. And my little thing is I add a teaspoon of coconut oil, which this is totally an extra, but and I just add a teaspoon. And what coconut oil does is it's an awesome fat that gives you a ton of energy, and it keeps you full longer. It's just an extra. You really don't have to add all of these things. You could just do almond milk, half a banana, and you're done. So let me blend this up. Okay, and then let's add some ice. Let's make it fun and fancy. Like 5 or 6 ice cubes, however many you want. Anyways, there's still more in here. It didn't even fill my entire glass. You know, this is something that has totally changed my life, and I'm happy to share it with you. I'd love to send you a sample if you don't have it already, or a different flavor. Find me on Facebook. I'll post my link here. It's just something that makes me feel really great, and I'm excited. You know, one thing I want to add is, you know, I am trying to reduce processed foods in my diet. But this is processed food that I'm so proud and excited to drink, because it's just ground up. And I know that Beachbody, you know, puts a lot of effort into keeping the nutritious elements of this processed food item, and it's all real and all natural. So join me in some of my groups. I'd love to add you. Cheers.